Hey everybody, Dave McDonald Slap Rock here. A little something different today. Been trying to upload this video I did on my phone for the last 3 days and it never seems to friggin' want to upload, so I switched to my computer and my webcam. So kind of doing a lazy thing here. Just laying here on my bed actually. Decided to just shoot a quick video and keep going. Building my habits and getting stuff, just the ball rolling. So start building these habits to create wealth and opportunity for me, myself, and others. So just going to discuss what I was trying to get uploaded. So basically, I've come to this conclusion that building online business, whether it be internet marketing, e-commerce, whatever you want to do, the act of it is not hard at all. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. It's just how to do it is the interesting part. And people make it a lot harder than it actually is, because basically we're all instant gratification people. That's the life we live in. Think about this. With the advent of internet and online sales and everything like that, instant gratification. You don't have to walk into a store to buy something. You don't have to go somewhere to buy anything. Actually, you can pretty much do everything you want to do over the internet. Case in point, one of my local grocery stores here is now offering you order your groceries online, they'll deliver them to you. You don't even have to go out of your house anymore. Somebody can literally live out of their house. In other words, they can work online, pay all their bills online, shop online, and never have to go do anything. So people get this lazy attitude that they don't want to work for nothing anymore, in my opinion. There are exceptions to the rule, but don't try to offend anybody. This is what I'm saying. And you might have heard 97% of people fail in business online. Why is that number so high? The fact of the matter is, a lot of people don't stay in the fight, don't stay into it. And I'm one of them, I'll be the first one to raise my hand. I am one of them. Because what happens? There's a number of things that happens when you're online. One, because if you just joined or whatever, or just new to it, you don't have the skills, may not have the funds, to get everything going real quickly. You rely on techniques, like free techniques, and being free means you put in your time. And like I said, people don't want to do that. Not wasting, but that's why I'm trying to start out with 15 minutes. Maybe not every day, but trying to do at least most of the week. Just 15 minutes doing stuff like this, putting videos out there, putting some classified ads out there on some different stuff I found out with different offers I got, and just trying to generate something. And another thing I'm trying to do is not have an attachment to my results. I've seen that a lot to people online, saying if you just don't worry about if you get a sign up, if by putting this thing on this, like putting a Craigslist ad, if you don't get a sign up, or you don't get a sale, it's not the end of the world, and it's not a make or break it kind of thing. If you don't do that, you just consistently do things you need to do, and once in a while step back and say, is it working, and tweaking stuff like that, you'll eventually get there. Another thing is, you get into an offer, and one thing about these offers that you want to do is make sure you're in it because you want to be there. Just don't say I'm promoting this just to promote it. Actually use services or products and stuff like that, so you can actually give an honest account to people who ask a question. There very be somebody, does it work, or have you made money? And I don't like that whole adage, fake it until you make it. I see that all over Facebook. People are posting the same pictures with their link under it. We're all starting from somewhere, and I don't know if that fake it till you make is actually well thought out plan, because people will catch on. People are not that innate ignorant. they'll see the same thing, same picture, more on two different posts and figure, well, they can't have the exact same thing, you know. But also realizing that people join people, and hopefully that you can create that rapport to where, you know, if you're just starting out, say you're just starting out, but hey, this is what I'm doing, you know. Or basically do what I'm doing, is throwing this stuff up here, realizing that I'm not going to get hardly any views. I'm not going to get people to sign up on me. If they do, great. But if not, because they're not going to believe anything I really say until I can prove it with money, you know, prove it with results. That's why I'm calling my plan a theory and not a plan. Even though I know it works, because I've seen it work, other people doing it, and it's not my original plan. I've thrown in my little things here and there, but the most part, the core of it's thought up by somebody else. And but people are innate lazy. They don't want to put in the effort. They don't want to put in the time. They want to have, like, know that in X amount of days or X amount of hours or X amount of whatever, I'm going to be making money. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of money, but it's got to be making money, you know. I have one of them where I can tell you within 24 hours you'll be making money, but it takes initial money investment. So, and it all depends on how much money you invest into it, is how much money you'll make, you know. And another thing is with being online is what happens if you're in this opportunity or business, whatever you want to call it. You're doing fairly decent. You're starting to get some traction. And it happens to me, happened twice. They all of a sudden shut down for some reason or another, and you find out they're a little bit shady, you know. They had good intentions maybe, but they couldn't cover all their promises, so they started doing what somebody equated back office dollars. You know, they're crediting people's account for money that's not really there. Then they started limiting withdrawals, started limiting how much you can withdraw. All this other stuff. And yeah, but keep feeding the money in, but we can only give this, you pour in the money in, but you trickle the money out. That's not a way to stay in business for very long. And that's what happened to me twice. And that's very frustrating, because on both accounts, I just started to get the ball rolling. And because part of my plan is, one of my opportunities is solely for the purposes of having a marketing budget. For the most part. Once it gets big enough, I'll withdraw some money just for me. But as getting started, all of it's going towards marketing, which is buying traffic, you know. Granted, there's free traffic and all that stuff. But like I said, it's pretty cold traffic. You got to work at it. But I'm not trying to excuse myself, you know. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself or anything. I know I got to put in the work. And like I said, that's the hardest part with people, is they don't want to do that. We're all instant gratification. We want it now, you know. And people don't want to build a business that takes time, you know. We want to be the guy that sits back. I've had many people over the years say, I'll throw thousands of dollars at it, but I don't want to do any work. I want to set it and forget it, kind of thing. And that's, for the most part, non-existent. There are certain things that come close, but then nothing's forever, so you have to gauge that. What happens if you throw all this money in and you start making money, but then things happen, you know? So what, like I said, I'm trying to do and try to show people is there's a way to get out there just to build momentum, because the ultimate goal, I guess, if I want to say what I'm trying to do over the long haul, is brand myself, because you got to build an email list. There's no way around it in internet marketing. None that I see. You just can't do it. You have to build this list where you're communicating with people, showing them that you're a real person. You really actually have feelings and care and want them to succeed. Don't just want their money. I mean, there are people who just want your money and stuff like that, and you know, but I got a few things going on and a few things in the works, but a lot of it has to take initial investment that I got to raise. And I'm going to be, my computer just went out. There we go. Back up here. So what I'm doing is basically showing day 1, day 5, day 105, day 505 when I get there, you know? Kind of like, almost like a video journal, you know, on my YouTube channel to show the ins and outs and everything. So, anywho, I gotta quit making such long videos because my computer don't like to upload them, so I'm going to cut it off here. And I just want to say the simple fact that if you want to do something online, you find somebody that's doing what you want to do, follow them and enact their plan, and just keep working at it, because it's just the time is the major factor. If you don't have money, initial good chunk of money to get going in some of these upper tier things where you're going to be making good money once you get people in there, after you find them, that you just need to relax, know what your limitations are, but block off time to actually work it, you know. Start out with 5 minutes, for crying out loud, and work your way up, because once you start seeing results from what you're doing, you get excited, which means you get excited means you want to put more effort in it. More effort equals more time. More time means more success. See where I'm going? Snowballs. So with that, just don't be lazy at it. If you're going to take the time and invest your hard-earned money into something, make sure you like what you're promoting and work at it. Don't just lackadaisical. And like I said, I need to smack myself up the head. I've been like that many times, you know. And the crappy thing about it, it's taken me years to figure out that it's not that hard. I just got to put the time in, you know. So anyway, do what you want to do, but make sure you put the necessary effort behind it. So till the next video, I'll see you later.